do your research on understanding all the issues culturally and socially, as well as just plain old business etiquette. You can't survive. All right, let's go on. More questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it ironic that you brought this up because that's been my experience in working with people here from China. But it's interesting that we do so much business without even realizing it, knowing that our clothes or a lot of the things that we use. So it's really not us. I mean, the average person is not dealing with Chinese, but there's someone that must be connected, the folks that represent all the manufacturing companies that have to learn these customs and approaches.
So your question?
The question is, I'm asking you, who is it really, these folks that are going over doing trade with China, are they being taught on Chinese schools how, what kind of customs they should expect? They're obviously, the average American cannot go into a Chinese environment not knowing how the rules are.
Right. Good question. So the question, let me rephrase if I get it right. Who's doing all that training and coaching for American companies or federal entities that do business in China? I think people like myself, but then yes, thank you. Then I have found in my dealings with federal government agencies, I'm not naming anybody here, but I've seen people who you think should be knowing how to do business with China and other Asian countries, and but they don't. The folks who've been in there at the particular agencies, they may know the basics. They know how to present your business cards, how to use chopsticks at a dinner banquet, that sort of thing. But I am amazed to see how many people who don't have a clue. And I think that's another reason they bring me on board to give more coaching and training so the younger folks are up to speed. So good question. But then there are corporations who've been in China forever, like Coca-Cola, other companies. They understand the challenges and risks. I recently met a person who is doing car testing, like luxury car testing in China, like Lexus and all those name cars, BMW, what have you. They send people that not looking like me, who don't speak the language, who are tall and strong, who would do a slap on the back or something. Hey Joe, how are you doing? Like the Texas cowboy kind of mentality. So that can work well in China. Country specific, right? Culture specific. So this guy was smart enough to say, you can't survive. We've got to bring experts to give us coaching, give us cross-cultural communications training so we can be ahead. Because they need to test on tires. Okay, we have tires, but where are they? They're not in Beijing where the test center is. They're in Dalian or Chongqing, and the tires are just not being shipped. It's just a simple request to ship the tires so they can test the tires. The tires are not there. And they don't have business if you can't test the tires and give their approval stamp. Just little things, but tremendous impact in their business. Good question. So let me just do this quickly. Confucius has, it's the foundation of the Chinese teaching, education, philosophy. So it's influenced Chinese people for 2,500 years. That's generations and generations and generations of people. And as a society, Chinese is a homogeneous society. We don't really tolerate anything that deviates from the norm, if we perceive as the norm of behavior. And the other thing about China is people revere authority, whether you're the company head or deputy mayor or you're the teacher. If your children's school is teacher lead, Ms. Lee, teacher lead. They carry the